Hello.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you're watching, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's close to Christmas or just right after Christmas,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And it's been a good journey.
Yes. I know it's been a year. Feels long in the moment, but looking back, we're here at the end of it, and it's gone by so quickly.
It has gone by quickly. A lot of events this year, a lot of things going on. So, all right.
So we'll pray.
Yeah, we want to get started on gentleness.
Dear Lord, I thank you so much for this day. I thank you for this time that we get to be here together talking about your word. And I pray that you just let your voice shine through our voices and let your message come through, dear God, and fall on open hearts and open minds. And I just pray for everyone's prayer requests, and I thank you for the praises that we have and that we get to celebrate those. And I just pray that you be with the people that are having a hard time this holiday season, whatever that might be. Just lift their spirits, dear God, and remind them that you are with them. And I just pray that we all get to have a wonderful Christmas time celebrating you and the birth of Jesus. And we thank you so much for it. In your holy and precious name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Wow, gentleness.
Gentleness.
Nice.
Yes.
And not quiet. I guess it is a little bit quiet.
Yes.
Yeah, I had an aunt that caught my son's attention one time. He was real little, and she talked very much like this. And she didn't raise, her voice didn't raise, and he just listened to her. And I had a teacher one time, that when I was interning, that she never got above this. Even if she was trying to get attention, she would say, she would just say, so-and-so, I need to see you. And I thought, oh, wow, I wish I had that control, but I just don't. I'm just like one of those.
Wow.
That my voice goes up, I get excited.
Yeah,
but
it usually matches with whatever feeling you're feeling.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, and I think of that being very gentle.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I would love to be able to be like that for sure. Because there's just something in there that's just, respected and safe.
Oh, yeah,
and just,
it is.
Even when you're being yelled at, you're like, okay.
Yeah, I'll do
You're
whatever
kind of
you
calm
said.
about it.
Yeah, she was amazing, and I tried very hard to do that, and I did not always succeed, but I tried.
But when you did, it was nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So a good quality to have, gentleness.
Yeah, and I think the majority of the world usually thinks of gentleness as a weakness.
Oh, I know.
And we'll talk more about that
later. We are
going
to talk about that.
But,
yeah, we are going to talk about that.
So original Greek, and in the KJV we use the word meekness, which meekness and gentleness is basically the same thing. Yep. And so meek, the original Greek is proetis. And it is gentleness, mildness, and meekness. And usually when we think of something that's mild, it's calm, there's nothing heated about it. Like, I think of mild. I'm glad your mind went there with hot and spicy salsa or mild salsa.
I know. I just made this you have the cream cheese and then you put hot pepper jelly on top of it.
Yeah.
Well, I skimmed off the top where all the heat was, and I put it in a pile at the end of the little dish I was making. And then I mixed red and then put it over top. So it wasn't so bad, but if you get hold of that other one, it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be hot. Yeah. So mild. I like mild.
Yeah, there's enough spice or strength in there.
Just enough.
But it's not overpowering.
Exactly. I know I did the same thing, thinking of kind. Remember how our words kind of intermingle? Yes. And mild-mannered. So that's kind of the same thing as, that's what we're talking about. Our behavior is mild-mannered. Let's see, what else? Softens of action. I think of that little baby that you just love, those little toes, the little bottom of the foot. I know, they're so cute. You just want to kiss them. And they're so sweet, And so I think of that. And then what was my other? Oh, effective lightness. And I was trying to think, you think of I don't have a picture of a feather, but if lightness is just like a light touch, or
very
when,
soft.
very soft. Yeah. When somebody pats you when you're not feeling well, that's kind of a light touch, right?
Yeah.
So, anyway, that's kind of some of the words, some of the definitions.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had this Latin thing that came up, and it kind of combined with something else. Oh. And the Latin root is gentiles, and it means of the same family or clan,
mm-hmm.
which it connected to something else I found having to do with, how words are different, like in the now,
mm-hmm.
a word means something different than it did, 40 years ago.
Yes.
Well, they talked about families and royalty. Mm-hmm. In the 1300s, it was more of an inherited nature, like you had to be of a bloodline,
yes,
to be able to be
meek and gentle.
Yeah, meek and gentle. That was part of what their persona was. You never probably saw. I mean, if we think about, we look at we don't have royalty per se here, but if you look over in England, you look at the royal family and you think about, they always are very controlled, very meek, very mild, very...
Yeah, definitely for the most part.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, and then it changed, right? You said.
Yeah, it did change. Like in the 1600s, it showed up being more of a freedom from of hardness and violence. Mm-hmm. So, I'm sure there was lots of 1300s to the 1600s. There was probably lots of ill will and hurtful, dungeons. I'm going to say. But yes. if someone was gentle to you, that sort of removed that harshness and the violence that was probably going on during that time. Yeah. So it's interesting how our words change meaning. Mm-hmm. Like you were saying, sometimes you think gentleness is
it's a weakness.
It's a weakness, and that was probably not what it was thought back when. Yeah. But now we kind of throw that in there. But really, truly, it is. I think we kind of had something combined here, and it had to do with, gentleness is helping others. We know when you're gentle, you're doing something. Yes. But also, gentleness is founded on strength and prompted by love. Mm. Yeah.
Yes. I feel like you're more inclined to be gentle when you have love in your heart, especially for whoever you're being gentle towards.
That's right.
And you need to have that love in order to have that action of being gentle. Mm-hmm. And how you said that it's founded on strength. I found this quote that said, "Gentleness is strength under control. Mm-hmm. It is the ability to stay calm no matter what happens." And that's definitely hard to do. But I think that's true, that gentleness is not weakness, it's strength.
Oh, it is strength.
Because you have to think about what's going on, but not get consumed by anything bad that's going on.
Yes.
And you have to react to it gently, and that strength is what other people see.
You're holding it, but you're holding back from. Yes. You get into a heated discussion, or you get into something that someone is, spouts off to you, and you don't respond in the same tone that it was given. Mm-hmm. I think that's gentleness. Yes. And of course self-control, which we'll talk about in a couple of weeks. Yes. But yeah. So.
So that's funny that this kind of does foreshadow the self-control, but we'll talk about that. Yeah. We'll talk about that later. But
I think that was pretty much our discussion. I know that there was a couple of pictures. Pictures come into my mind. Do you do that? Mm-hmm. In school, they always wanted you to close I love it when they close your eyes and they describe a scene, and then you start looking, and you start thinking about something. But there was a couple pictures because I was trying to think of something that really kind of made me think about gentleness and the little baby foot, the mom holding the baby foot or getting to kiss the baby. You do it very gently. Yeah. And but another one was my two grandsons when they were younger. They were at my house and it was nighttime, and so I wanted them, because their mom missed them, of course, and so I had them blow mom a kiss, and it just looked so sweet. I just ran across that picture. And it was just so sweet because it was very gentle, you know.
And it's from a place of love. They love their mom.
I know. And it was kind of cool. It was kind of funny that it kind of just all, popped out there. And I don't know. Are there some ideas or pictures in your mind that come with gentleness?
I mean, I feel like very much what you were saying. Gentleness, like, something that popped in my head was like a snowfall. It's very gentle, and it can be very strong.
Oh, yeah.
Because, if you have too much of the snowfall, it can be
right.
very, very strong. But, it blankets the world, it covers. But it's very gentle, just softly coming down.
Yeah.
And, we'll catch snowflakes on your tongue, play some just snowball fights. But...
And usually I don't know much about snow, but I think I think if you lay in it when it first comes, you do angels, and it's very soft, kind of like soft.
Yes, soft, fluffy snow. But then when it gets
strong, it can be very strong.
Yeah, when you compact it too much, put it under pressure, it can be way too much.
But the other one was a sunrise.
Oh yes.
Just comes up very slowly, and just kind of brightens the whole world.
Yeah.
The sunrise.
It doesn't just pop up in the sky. Hello. It's okay. Hi, I'm here.
Hi, I'm coming.
Welcome.
I'm coming. Get
welcome
up.
to
Get
this
up.
day.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
like
and it's
that.
beautiful. When I have my drive to work, there's like this one spot that I always seeing. It's like an open field, some trees in the distance, and like all these different colors, and it's so beautiful.
I know. So you know what I think gentleness puts you in, when you see things that exude. I don't know how that
exude.
Yes. Gentleness, it puts you into a calm.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, when you see people can't speak, hold on. When you see people being gentle, it helps calm you down.
Oh, yeah.
It really does. And I think it affects everybody around you. Mm-hmm. And I think with all of these, when you see somebody when you see somebody doing one of these and being one of these, it's like, oh, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
It's
lead by
so
example,
nice.
right?
Yeah. Sometimes that's hard, but
yeah. And we're going to be talking about somebody that leads by example, that we follow, Jesus. And he is such a great person that had lots of gentleness.
Yes.
Yeah.
Despite how much he could have, how much strength he had.
Yeah, really,
and he was able
to control it.
Back.
I know, he really did. Yeah. But I think we covered gentleness, don't you?
Yeah. So we'll see y'all next week.
That's right. Go out and be gentle.
Yes.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.